Hello, guys. Um, Welcome. Happy New Week, and I'm excited to be here right now. I'm about to do my weekly analysis, and before we dive into that, I just want to quickly touch up on some things that happened last week. So I remember last week I shared an analysis, and I was talking about this particular CRT candle. This was when the Fed rate decision was dropped. Yeah. And I was saying the price has dipped into a key zone. And then I wanted this particular candle to close bullish, right? I said if this candle and a few more candle closed above the CRT high, then price is going to come down, sweep any form of liquidity, tap into the imbalance, and then we get our buy. So this was exactly what happened on Friday last week, and it was a very, very good analysis and trade, right? So if you don't understand what I'm talking about, just go back to watch the previous video and you will see this trade analysis was actually called out and yeah, unexpected. So now coming back to the weekly time frame, I'm about to make a new analysis um, that is going to be more long term because we're about to step into the third quarter of the year right now. So I'm just going to do a quick run back of everything that has happened this year and what we should be expecting for the fourth quarter, right? So the first thing I'm going to do is divide my chart into yearly zones. Right. Okay. So this is the weekly time frame, right? And after dividing the weekly time frame into yearly um, groups, it is very obvious, and you can see that this is the year 2023 and this is the year 2024. And price in the year 2025 has just been bearish, right? And then swept the lows of both 2023 and 2024, right? Now, after sweeping this liquidity of 2023 and 2024, what you notice is price came into an imbalance, right? An imbalance from 2022. And this is a very, very clean imbalance. It also to sought this low, right? And then came into an imbalance. So now we know that price is in a key zone, right? And in a key zone, we expect liquidity sweep, break of structures, and imbalances and stuff like that. So now let's focus on 2025 and let's see what has happened all through the year 2025. So for right now, this last weekly candle actually came down and swept these lows, right? Swept these lows, right? And this was a previous CROT low. As you can see, this is a CROT low, CROT high. When the second candle swept this candle's low and closed bullish, then you enter from the third candle, stop loss just below, and then you can see how price rallied up, right? But then again, now looking at what has happened for the year 2025, you can see on the daily time frame, after price broke structure right around here, is a higher low, is a higher high. Then we had the break of structure right here. And you can see after the break of structure, this now becomes a lower high that broke structure. Price came back, swept the lows, activated from these highs. From these highs, this other block, price activated from there and then just continued selling. Now, after that, we had another entry right here, imbalance and stuff like that. But yeah, let's move on. So now on the daily time frame, um, we can minimize this imbalance on the weekly time frame here to make it very, very approximate. So now we have an imbalance zone right here on the daily time frame, which is also in line with the weekly imbalance, right? Just makes it look neat. Now on the daily time frame, if we want to counter swings, um, this is the first time that price is actually breaking structure on the daily time frame. So we have a higher low, lower low rather, sorry. We have a lower low, and price is coming from this range, higher low, right? Price failed to break it the first time and came back, but then pushed to break. So now we have a higher high and we have a break of structure right here. So now we have this higher low, right? And you can see how price has done after breaking the structure. Now we are bullish. Now we are from this leg up to this way, we are bullish, right? So what that means is that we have a lower high right here. Just gonna highlight that before I forget, right? So what that means is that price created a lower low from this range, right? And a higher high by breaking these highs, right? And now price came back to the higher low, to the original higher low, not this one. This one is just an internal liquidity, right? For price to grab. So after price broke structure, it came back to the higher low, but it failed to break this low. Even after trading below the lows, it just swept liquidity and then failed to close below. So now, all things being equal, right? Price has broken a structure here on the 4-hour time frame. As you can see, this is a 4-hour high, right? And price has broken it right now. So we're expecting price to take these highs and then create a new higher high. But then again, it might come into this higher low. We might see a bit of resistance. Price might pull back to test these highs and then jump back up to create a higher high, right? So this is something that is very, very plausible and something that I am looking out for on the daily time frame for dollar right now because we have a break of structure. Price has given us signs, right, that it wants to retrace bullish. Right? You can see on the weekly time frame right now, right? These lows are holding up, right? Creating a kind of bullish pattern to say price is failing to break these lows, right? To tell us that it's, being bullish. So, without wasting much time, I think this is much of everything I'll be expecting for the dollar right now. And one last thing, just to zoom into how I'm going to get my entry. Now, this very zone, after price swept these lows and tapped into our imbalance, we have a CRT candle right here. We have these lows. And then we have the CRT highs. Right? So now I'm just going to be patient. I'm just going to be patient to wait for price to pull back into this level of imbalance. I'm just going to be patient for price to pull back into the imbalance, which as you can see on the 4-hour time frame right now. Uh, let's see. Yeah, daily imbalance, correct. So ideally, on the daily time frame right now, ideally, what I would like to see is I like to see price retrace back into this imbalance, kind of sweep liquidity around test the highs of the CROT and then give us a kind of pullback into these lower highs. I just want to see price come back into these lower highs, right? To see if price is going to break that zone to create a higher high. I think that's the most visible thing I can see right now. And then on the 4-hour, this is how it looks like on the 4-hour time frame. So I'll be looking for buy positions if price comes into these zones, looking for a break of structure, right, around the CROT highs, looking for a break of structure, a buy, and then a push up into the lower highs. So this is exactly what I will be looking for this week. Right now, moving forward. So if price is broke this level, lower low, break of structure, lower highs, then obviously price should be creating a higher high, right? Creating a higher high or coming into these lower highs because we have a lower low right here, and then we have a lower high right here. So if this can be a very good swing positions to bring price into these lower highs because price has not come to test those zones. All right. So this will be my trading plan for the week. I want to see how price reacts in this level, which is also this daily key zone, and to push price into these lower highs. And so both of these highs would be internal liquidity. Both of these highs would be internal liquidity for price to sweep. And so I'll be bullish to take price into this zone, which is this lower high. After price broke this structure, we have a lower, higher low, higher high, break of structure, retrace, lower high, and dump. So, which is also just in line with this break of structure right here. So yeah, we can see how price is going to react in this zone this week to look for buy positions to push price into here and furthermore to push it into this key zone. So this is going to be everything I'll be expecting for um for moving forward from now, but also for the last quarter of the year. For the last quarter of the year, I want to see how price reacts to push price, let's see a little bit of retracement into this zone. Then maybe we're going to continue selling. I don't know. But for now, this will be my projection. So thank you guys for watching. Do trade safe. Yeah, catch you guys later.